De Quervain classically presents with pain and tenderness along the thumb side of the wrist over here. De Quervain's tenosynovitis is generally diagnosed by history and physical examination, as opposed to, for example, an X-ray or even an MRI. Generally, patients will report that repetitive hand and wrist movements will exacerbate the pain. So, for example, gardening, playing golf, lifting a baby, forming a fist, turning your wrist repetitively grabbing something like a hammer, all of these things will generally worsen the pain. Now, two groups of patients that I happen to see a lot with the Quervains are young mothers because of all the picking up of their babies. And usually around springtime, we'll see a handful of new patients who have started working in their gardens after being relatively inactive during the winter, and they then develop the Quervains from the repetitive use. The best three ways to confirm that you likely have or don't have de Quervain's tenosynovitis is one, the history of your pain, namely that you have pain in the classic location, and that the pain is worse with the kinds of activities that we already talked about. And the place where you get the pain should be tender when you push on it. And then there's something called Finkelstein's test, which is a really good physical examination test that doctors use to evaluate for de Quervain's. It's actually an easy test that you can do on yourself to confirm or refute the diagnosis. So basically what you do is you take your thumb and you bend it across the palm of your hand, and then you bend your fingers down over your thumb, and then you bend your wrist toward the little finger, and that maneuver should reproduce your symptoms if you have de Quervain's tenosynovitis. Of course, I want to give the necessary disclaimer that seeing your doctor is the best way to arrive at an accurate diagnosis, so please get checked out to be sure of what's going on. But as a general rule, these diagnostic points are very good rules of thumb. Yeah, that was quasi-intentional.